Little personal story here. This just kind of happened to us, our little radio family, and we wanted to share it. I'm an animal lover, and I'll just say that from the very beginning. I'm a huge animal lover, and I love dogs.
Yeah, me too.
But the experiences I've had, and there've been a handful with pit bulls, have been...
Not good ones?
Not good. Not good. And yesterday we heard news that a good friend and coworker of ours, Julie, was attacked by her neighbor's pit bull.
The pit bull went after her little dog.
Yeah.
And she went to go save the little dog, and then the pit bull turned on Julie, and she didn't come into work yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, injured to the point where it required surgery.
She's going to have to see an orthopedic surgeon. And it all could have been prevented. And they live in a like a townhouse, row house kind of a situation, so they're all right together. And this pit bull is not on a collar. It's not on a leash. And there are children in the neighborhood, okay? And so when this pit bull gets out, he chased down Julie's little dog, little Cooper, and had him by the leg in his mouth.
Right,
okay?
right.
And so Brian's there trying to sticks his hands, and he's not even thinking, sticks his hands in the dog's mouth to lift the mouth open.
Your adrenaline is just flowing.
Julie goes in to grab the dog and pull him out. Well, sure enough, boom! The pit bull bites her and punctures her right in the hand. And I just want to say, if you have a dog, please have your dog on a leash. And at the very least, have a collar on your dog at all times. Because in this case, Brian could have pulled on the collar to pull the dog back and pull it down to the ground, but he couldn't because there wasn't one.
Right.
And this could have been prevented, and especially with these little kids around and pit bulls. Oh.
I have a stray dog phobia as it is.
Yeah.
I was bit as a kid, and I've always just had a fear of dogs, and the dogs know it. That's what sucks. I mean, I got bit by a chihuahua last summer. Remember that little nugget of a story? Yeah, I got bit by a chihuahua. Anyway, I'm okay. I'm okay now. Don't
really?
worry,
Are you
everyone.
sure that shivering little dog?
It bit me, the little punk. But so I have a phobia because I'm nervous around them and they detect it. But pit bulls, you hear this a lot about pit bulls primarily, and I wonder if it's like in their genetics that they're just kind of mean dogs. Because you hear the fight, and then you hear people say, "No, they're nice." Well, I never hear a story like that.
Right.
It's the owner, it's not the dog, all that. And that's a lame argument to me.
Derek, you have a comment about this? Go ahead.
Not too long ago, my wife was attacked by a pit bull. And it was our neighbor's dog. And the damn thing got loose, got into our garage somehow. My wife goes in, tries to, shoot him out of the garage. And the thing bites her on the leg. He attacked her. It's like, it was ridiculous. And the damn neighbor is saying that it was her fault that he's never done anything like this before. I don't believe it. It's like that's like the excuse every pit bull owner gives. And they always say they're really sweet, really they're nice dogs. They're just trained to be mean. But I'm not buying that at all. I've yet to hear one redeeming story about these damn dogs. The breed needs to be completely phased out. I don't think every pit bull should be put down, but I do think that you shouldn't be allowed to breed them anymore. Because, you always hear stories about people being attacked or killed or, little children being mauled by these dogs.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be, put to a stop. It's always out of control, and these pit bulls are just crazy dogs. Let's make it illegal to breed the dogs.
You want to phase them out completely?
Yeah, because there's nothing but trouble. Some neighborhoods have bans on them. Most apartments, you can't rent an apartment if you own one of those dogs. So, it should be illegal to own them. It should be illegal to breed them. If you get caught with one, you should be fined. There's just, solve the problem. Come on.
To support your point, you never hear about a golden retriever attacking anybody. You don't hear about that. I hear over and over people say, oh, it's the owner, it's not the dog. I don't think so. There's too many instances where it's this one breed all the time.
Exactly. And it's like this neighbor's dog. He's always, had kind of a rough and tumble behavior. He's always behaved poorly towards other dogs in the neighborhood. So it's only a matter of time before he does something else, something even worse to one of the children down the street, not just biting my wife's leg.
I know you're personally affected by this story, so I know it means a lot more. And I hope your wife's all right.
She is, but it's taken some time. It's taken a lot of rehab because the dog really destroyed her leg.
Thanks for the call. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All
Dude's fired up a little bit.
So, Jesse, your sister has a pit bull rescue in Iowa?
Yes, she does.
Okay, and what's the story there? Why are they so mean?
Well, she has told me that it's due to inbreeding through puppy mills, mainly, trying to get more pit bulls out there, and it's not healthy for the breed, and they become aggressive because of the inbreeding.
Mm-hmm.
So they are a naturally aggressive breed.
They didn't start out that way, but they've kind of become that way over the years. And a lot of it is the inbreeding stuff.
Do you think they want to put so many pit bulls out there and there's such a high demand for them because they're a fierce dog and that's a cool accessory for some people?
I think that's what it is for a lot of people. They think it's, ooh, let's have a pit bull, but it's not always the best match for an owner of a dog to have a pit bull.
Right, especially with young kids.
Right.
God.
Yeah, we're in the market for a new dog eventually in the next couple years, and I wouldn't even consider it.
Absolutely not. Never. Robin?
Yes.
You grew up raising different kinds of dogs?
Oh, yeah. I'm 31 years old. We grew up raising Rottweilers, and we've had Dobermans and Pit Bulls, and we show dogs right now. And you know what? I can name probably 15 Dobermans that I would trust my 7-year-old daughter with. And a lot of people that I know have Pit Bulls, and there's a lot of people that I knew growing up that had, like, Labradors, Dalmatians, just all sorts of different breeds that I wouldn't let my daughter around.
Right.
Like, seriously, it's all about the owner. It's not the dog.
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
I had a dog training class for my dog, OG, and there was a young pit bull that was probably 6 months old, Princess. Okay, this dog had a basket muzzle over its face because it was known to bite other dogs.
Was it the only dog that had the muzzle?
It was the only dog that had a muzzle, and the muzzle came off and went after another dog and had another dog on its back. I grabbed my dog and I told the trainer, I said, either the pit bull is out of here and or I want a refund. So kick the dog out of the class, or I want my money back. And she kicked the dog out because it couldn't play well with others. It was attacking the other dogs and biting their neck.
When my 12-year-old Brianna was 4 years old, she was standing next to me, not motioning, not moving, and a pit bull standing near her growled and got up in her face and was, I swear, 2 seconds away from biting her. Yeah. And it just showed its teeth, and she wasn't even moving. And that dog was well cared for, and we knew the owner, and it happened out of nowhere.
I don't know if I told you guys, I was bit by a chihuahua.
Oh,
on the finger.
Trey, are you okay?
Trey.
Did you make it?
I'm okay.
Do you still have a scar?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
I think I have a Dora Band-Aid in my purse if you want it.
It happened a year and a half ago.
Oh, I'm so glad you're okay.
But I'm not saying that we should genocide the Chihuahua. Yeah. Okay, like this guy's suggesting, Derek calls it, we should eradicate the breed. I'm saying we can keep the Chihuahua.
As long as you're comfortable with that.
I'm okay.
Okay, all right. Thank goodness.
Sure,